to come up out of our grassroots program and our short tracks to get here, because you know if that guy's got an 11th place car and he's running 5th, well, the guys in the garage know that they're doing a good job. You know, I can remember came out of this series with a young man named Jeff Gordon. We went to Bill Davis Racing.
Oh, yeah.
And people were like, man, you know what, those guys are doing okay. And we weren't winning every week. We were sitting on poles. We were making mistakes. We won a couple of races. But, you know, it gives guys like Jeremy Clements and, you know, Blake Koch and some of those guys that can come out and show what they've got against the best guys.
And how many times, Ray, and you sit and you watch a guy race and you say, oh my God, that guy finished 15th in that car? That's impressive. That guy finished 10th in that's impressive. And then he gets that opportunity to drive one of the Hendrick cars or one of the Gibbs cars or something like that. And that's where your superstars come from.
Ryan Sieg at 39 is another example of that. 13th in the championship, aboard his RSS machine.
Yeah, and I think his last 3 finishes have been 12th, 17th, and 14th. He runs right there and is right at the top of that next group.
We're going to be talking championship not only this weekend, but for the remaining 4 races, because it's gripping. And one guy right in the thick of it is with Mike Nascar down at the Wallace Jr., who we've heard from also in this session is actually ahead of him in the overall championship. But due to the way that the Sunoco Rookie of the Year standings is structured, Suarez leads the way there as we see the 54 back on track after that wild and lurid slide, drifting out of turn 2. It was spectacular to watch. It would not have been spectacular for Kyle. Let's switch gears, go back to the 18. Dave Burns has more.
Through, but that's the way he sat in that car yesterday, just holding that steering wheel nice and smooth, not turning a lot. The more you turn the front wheels, it seems the more it slows these cars down.
And I like the points leader on the offense.
Yeah.
He's out here. He's not running conservative laps. He's the fastest car on the track right now. I really believe the best defense is a great offense. And right now he's going out trying to bring fast race cars to the racetrack.
Marty, what you got?
Well, Lee, here's the game now. Now everybody knows drafting is a part of this. So there's a group sitting on pit road trying to decide who's going to go win. This reminds me of restrictor plate qualifying over the last couple of weeks or months and years until NASCAR got it fixed, I should say. But you see that group sitting there? Joey Logano is among that group. Kyle Busch is in that group. So who goes when? Who do they go with? And now if someone's following you, do you help out their lap? All this going on the radios trying to fix
in a title.
But he does have the talent. There's no question about that. I've been extremely impressed with him. And, you know, this could be a year-defining race. This could be a race where they look back on and say, you know what, that cost us a championship. Or this could be the race where they look back on and say, you know what, we got in a hole, we dug ourselves out of it, and that's the race that determined we were the champion. So this is a big race for these guys because they've dug themselves a hole.
And it's shown that it will show whether he's got the maturity and he can keep that patience and whether he wants to fly under the radar or not. You know, there are people talking about this kid in a big way in the Cup garage about that he is very talented and sometimes punches above his weight, takes a top 10 car and gets a top 5 finish with it. That's the kind of driver that...
Way to overcome 2 problems all day and still get it done.
Pit lane speeding violation results for you. And we need to give a special shout out not only to Chase Elliott for coming back after starting 40th and having numerous issues, but Ryan Sieg in the 39 for finishing 8th. That's a tremendous result.
Without a doubt, Regan Smith battling back for 5th, Chase Elliott for 7th, but Ryan Sieg, really good run for those guys.